Hey, Class 12 students, stop scrolling, put down that snack, and get ready to dive into something super cool. Attitude and social cognition. This is your ultimate guide to acing this topic in psychology. And trust me, you are going to want to watch till the end because we are breaking it down in a fun, easy way with real-life examples. Oh, and parents, if you're watching this, grab your kids and make them watch this video. It is going to make their study life so much easier. Let's roll! Alright, let's set the stage. Attitude and social cognition is a juicy part of your Class 12 psychology syllabus under CBSE. It's worth 8 marks, takes 16 periods to cover, and it's all about how we think, feel, and act in social situations. Think of it like the science of why you vibe with some people, judge others, or even get annoyed at that one classmate who's always late. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand this topic, but also see how it plays out in your everyday life. Ready? Let's jump in. First up, social cognition. Sounds fancy, right? It's just how your brain processes info about the social world, like how you figure out if someone is being nice or shady. It's about understanding people, situations, and even yourself through mental shortcuts called schemata. Picture this. You meet a new classmate. Your brain instantly pulls up a classmate schema with ideas like studious, funny, or quiet. That's social cognition at work. Imagine you're at a party and someone's super quiet. You might think, oh, they're shy. But maybe they're just tired or not feeling the vibe. Social cognition is how you make that snap judgment. Cool, right? Social cognition covers stuff like forming impressions, explaining why people act the way they do, and even how we deal with biases. It's like your brain is a detective, piecing together clues about the world. And guess what? It's shaped by the society you live in, whether it's chill and peaceful or super competitive. Now, let's talk attitudes. No, not the I'm too cool for school vibe, though that's an attitude too. In psychology, an attitude is how you feel, think, and act about something or someone. It's got 3 parts, and I'm gonna make this super easy to remember with the ABC rule. 1. Affective, your emotions. Like, do you love pizza or hate broccoli? 2. Behavioral, what you do about it. If you love pizza, you're probably grabbing a slice. 3. Cognitive, your beliefs. You might believe pizza is the best food ever because it's cheesy and delicious. Let's say you've got an attitude about climate change. You feel worried, affective. You recycle and use less plastic, behavioral. And you believe it's a real issue based on science, cognitive. That's your attitude in action. Attitudes can be positive, negative, or neutral, and they vary in strength. Some are simple, like liking ice cream, while others are complex, like your views on politics. The stronger and more central an attitude is to you, the harder it is to change. Think about it. Would you easily change your love for your favorite band? Nope. So, where do these attitudes come from? Spoiler, you're not born loving pizza or hating math. Attitudes are learned through life experiences. Here's how. 1. Family. Your parents' values rub off on you. If they're all about honesty, you probably value it too. 2. School. Teachers and classmates shape your views. A great teacher can make you love a subject. 3. Friends. Your squad influences you big time, especially in your teens. 4. Media. TikTok, Instagram, and movies feed you ideas about what's cool or not. 5. Experiences. Good or bad moments stick with you. Burn your tongue on hot soup? You might hate soup forever. Imagine you watched a documentary about animal rights. Now you're all about going vegan because the info hits you hard. That's media shaping your attitude. Or maybe your best friend loves skateboarding, so you give it a try and end up loving it too. The coolest part? Attitudes form through association, rewards, or even copying people you admire. Ever tried something just because your favorite celebrity did it? That's attitude formation in action. Okay, here's where it gets spicy. Attitudes can change, but it's not always easy. New attitudes, like trying a new hobby, are easier to shift than deep beliefs, like your core values. Let's break down how change happens with some awesome theories. 1. Balance theory. Imagine you, your friend, and a topic, like a new movie. If you love the movie, but your friend hates it, that feels off, right? Your brain wants balance, so you might start disliking the movie to stay tight with your friend. 2. Cognitive dissonance. This is when your actions and beliefs clash, and it feels weird. Like, if you know smoking is bad but keep doing it, you might feel guilty and either quit or justify it like, it's just one cigarette. 3. Two-step concept. You admire someone, like a role model, then copy their attitudes. Think of a celebrity you love who's all about charity. You might start volunteering too. Let's say you're not into fitness, but your new gym buddy is super inspiring. They're fit, fun, and always hyping you up. Slowly, you start hitting the gym and loving it. That's attitude change through a credible source. Things like a convincing message, a trustworthy person, or even a catchy ad can shift your attitudes. Ever bought something because an influencer said it's amazing? Yup, that's how it works. Here's a big question. Do your attitudes always match what you do? Not always. You might love studying, but still procrastinate. Crazy, right? Attitudes predict behavior best when your attitude is strong and clear. You're aware of how you feel. There's no pressure to act differently. Real life example. You might have a super positive attitude about saving the environment, but if your school doesn't have recycling bins, you might not recycle. That's where external factors mess things up. A famous study by Richard Lapierre showed this. Hotel managers said they wouldn't serve Chinese guests, but when a Chinese couple showed up, they served them anyway. Attitudes don't always equal actions, and that's why this topic is so fascinating. Now let's tackle something serious. Prejudice and discrimination. Prejudice is a negative attitude about a group, often based on stereotypes, like thinking all athletes are dumb or all nerds are boring. Discrimination is when you act on that prejudice, like excluding someone from a team because of their background. Why does this happen? 1. Learning. You pick up biases from family, media, or society. 2. In-group bias. You favor your own group, like your school or community. 3. Scapegoating. Blaming a group for problems, like saying a certain community causes all the trouble. 4. Self-fulfilling prophecy. If you expect someone to act a certain way, you might treat them that way, and they end up acting like you expected. Imagine a new kid at school who's from a different city. Some classmates assume they're weird because of stereotypes about that city. They exclude the kid, and the kid feels left out, maybe even acting shy, which proves the stereotype. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's unfair. The good news? We can fight prejudice with education, hanging out with different people, and focusing on individuals, not group labels. Ever made a friend from a totally different background and realized they're awesome? That's how we break stereotypes. Let's zoom into schemata and stereotypes. A schema is like a mental file your brain uses to organize info. For example, your teacher schema might include smart, strict, or helpful. Stereotypes are schemas gone wrong, overgeneralized ideas about groups that aren't always true. If your gamer schema says all gamers are lazy, you might judge your gamer friend unfairly. But then, you see them acing exams and realize, whoa, that stereotype was off. Schemas help us think fast, but stereotypes can lead us astray. The trick is to challenge stereotypes by meeting people as individuals. Your brain loves shortcuts, but sometimes you gotta take the long road to get it right. Ever meet someone and instantly decide if you like them? That's impression formation. It's how you select, organize, and interpret info to form a vibe about someone. It's influenced by 1. Primacy effect. First impressions stick. If someone's nice at first, you might overlook their flaws later. 2. Recency effect. The last thing you see matters too. A bad last impression can ruin a good first one. 3. Halo effect. If someone's good at one thing, you assume they're great at everything. Like, they're cute, so they must be kind. You meet a new teacher who's super friendly on day 1. You decide they're the best, even if they give tough homework later. That's the primacy effect. But if they're strict at the end of the year, the recency effect might change your view. Impressions are like painting a picture of someone in your mind, but sometimes you gotta add new colors to get the full picture. Last up, attribution. This is when you play detective and figure out why someone did something. You might blame their actions on 1. Internal causes, their personality or effort, like they failed because they're lazy. 2. External causes, the situation, like they failed because the test was brutal. 3. Stable versus unstable. Is it a fixed trait, like intelligence, or temporary, like a bad day? And there are some common mistakes that are often found, including 1. Fundamental attribution. Error. You assume someone's behavior is all about them, not the situation. Like, that driver's a jerk, when maybe they're just late for an emergency. 3. Actor-observer effect. You blame your own mistakes on the situation. I failed because the teacher was unfair, but others' mistakes on their character. They failed because they didn't study. Your friend snaps at you, and you think, wow, they're so rude. Internal attribution. But maybe they're stressed about exams. External. In India, we often lean toward situational explanations, which is pretty cool. Attribution is like solving a puzzle. Before you judge, ask, what's the full story? It'll make you a better friend and a smarter student. And that's a wrap on attitude and social cognition. You just learned how your brain processes social stuff, forms attitudes, changes them, and sometimes trips up with biases. Plus, you saw how this plays out in real life, from judging new friends to breaking stereotypes. How cool is that, from all the above explanations that Mr. Tom Tom has conveyed? Let's make a brief conclusion below. 1. Social cognition is your brain's social detective work. 2. Attitudes are your ABCs: affective, behavioral, cognitive. 3. They form through family, friends, and experiences, and can change with the right nudge. 4. Prejudice and stereotypes are tricky, but we can fight them with open minds. 5. Impressions and attributions shape how we see others, but they're not always spot on. Students, you're now ready to crush this topic in your exams. Parents, share this video with your kids. It's like a fun study session in 20 minutes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below. What's an attitude you've changed recently? Let's chat. And keep watching till the end for a bonus study tip.